Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about defense mechanism. We all use defense mechanism in one or another moment of our life. So what is defense mechanism? Defense mechanism is an unconscious coping mechanism to reduce anxiety. Defense mechanism is developing due to a threat or fear from an unacceptable impulses. Defense mechanism teach the person to accept or avoid some reality to reduce the fear and anxiety. So we can say it as a kind of unconscious compromise of mind to solve some problems. While seeing the history, we can see Sigmund Freud coined the term defense mechanism in 1904. According to Freud, defense mechanism helps the person to resolve the conflicts and reduce anxiety. All defense mechanisms taking place in unconscious mind. Now we will see the types of defense mechanism. They are denial, compensation, projection, regression, repression, rationalization, displacement, suppression, sublimation, intellectualization, reaction formation, substitution, identification, and undoing. Now we'll see the detailed explanation of each defense mechanism. First one is denial. Denial means refuse to face reality. For example, not ready to accept the death of loved one. Second one is compensation. Compensation means extra performance to compensate the failure. For example, a student not performing in the studies, but the same students performing in the extracurricular activities to overcome the bad performance in the studies. Here we can see compensation defense mechanism. Next one is projection. Projection means blaming others for own mistake. For example, you are not interested in anyone's behavior and blaming that the particular person don't like you. Next one is regression. Regression means immature response towards an action. For example, you didn't score at least pass mark in your exam and start crying to avoid the consequences of the problem. Next one is repression. Repression means unconscious and involuntary blocking of unpleasant stimulus. For example, jealousy on friend's success story but not aware about this feeling of jealous, but others can see and feel it. Next one is rationalization. Rationalization means justifying the failure by using socially acceptable logical reason. Example, husband is not really interested to take wife along with him to party, but saying that she is introvert and shy. So he is trying to justifying the failure by using a logical reason. Next one is displacement. Displacement means unconscious transfer of anger to others than the person who aroused anger. For example, angry on boss but cannot able to show the angry due to fear of losing job and showing the same angry on wife after coming home. Next one is suppression. Suppression means conscious blocking of disturbing experiences and unhappy incidents to overcome the anxiety. For example, a person may refuse to tell his childhood abuse incidents by saying that he or she doesn't want to talk about this. Next one is sublimation. Sublimation means shifting of unacceptable behavior to acceptable behavior. For example, an aggressive person and cannot able to show this aggressiveness directly in the society, so joining in the police or army. Next one is intellectualization. Intellectual attempt to avoid the expression of actual emotion by saying some logical reason. For example, a person who failed in love is trying to be happy in front of others while talking about these matters to others. Here we can see intellectual activity. Next one is reaction formation. It means real feelings are suppressing and opposite feelings are expressing. For example, you don't like your neighbor but treating them with extreme love and respect. Next one is substitution. Substitution means substituting the unachievable desire or goal with achievable desire or goal. For example, student who didn't get admission in mechanical engineering joining in civil engineering. Here we can see a substitution action. Next one is identification. Identification means a try to acquire the character of other person, the one who admire. Example, son observing the hardworking doctor dad. Dad is doctor here and trying to acquire his qualities and trying to behave like dad. Last one is undoing. Undoing means cancelling the previous unacceptable act. Example, father scolded his daughter and later offering some chocolate in order to overcome his guilt. Here we can see undoing or cancelling the previous unacceptable act. So we can conclude that defense mechanisms are natural, normal, tactic, unconscious psychological activity to reduce anxiety and tension. We human being uses defense mechanism to protect ourselves to avoid unpleasant situation and anxiety. Thank you.